Liz Truss from the Conservative Party is set to become Britain's next Prime Minister after winning the leadership race, defeating former Finance Minister Rishi Sunak yesterday. Truss is expected to formally take over as the country's leader today after months of scandals plunged Boris Johnson's administration into crisis, forcing him to resign. Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The Election Commission objects to government's preparation to extend the term of the lower house and provincial assemblies. Government backs off after sharp criticisms from all quarters. Administrative federalism ill-managed in the 5 years since the formation of all three tiers of the government. Civil service bill stranded due to political interests and central mentality. One of the two suspects in Sunday's mass stabbings in Canada's remote region of Saskatchewan found dead. Second suspect still at large. Police encourage people to remain alert. And the 6th edition of the Women's SAF Championship to kick off in Kathmandu today. Host Nepal face Bhutan in the inaugural match. The Election Commission has expressed its objection to the government's preparation to present the bill at the House of Representatives to extend the term of the lower house and the provincial assemblies. Issuing a press statement yesterday, the Apex Election Authority drew the government attention towards the bill related to the extension of the tenure of the House of Representatives and the provincial assemblies. At a time when preparations are underway for the November 20 provincial and parliamentary elections, the Election Commission has termed the presentation of the bill at the lower house inappropriate. After facing sharp criticisms for making an effort to extend the term of the House of Representatives on the basis of majority votes, the ruling coalition has reached a situation of withdrawing the bill. Polarization among the ruling coalition and protests from the opposition has left the aspiration of the alliance to extend the tenure of the lower house incomplete. In the absence of clarity about the tenure of the House of Representatives, reinstated by the Supreme Court, the government had put forward the bill which would have retained the term of the parliamentarians even after the elections. However, the bill has now become a problem for the government as it has been criticized from all corners, including the public, as against democratic norms and rule of law. As per the schedule of the Election Commission, the closed list of candidates for the proportionate category must be submitted on 18th and 19th of September this month. Based on that provision, the term of the House of Representatives and the provincial assemblies expires on 17th of September. On the basis of number of days, the terms of the House and provincial assemblies will reach 5 years on 8th of December. However, in the absence of clarity on these two arrangements, the government was looking to forward the bill to extend the term until after the elections. Such trends of ignoring the formation of laws related to public issues but expediting bills for political interests are only self-serving for the political parties. In such a situation, the public must grow aware and make their statements by exercising their franchise to elect honest and capable candidates from the upcoming elections. In this context, in our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in several provinces what they think about the government effort to increase the term of the House of Representatives. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
2-3 महिना जुन ग्याप हुन्छ त्यो बेला देशले कसरी सञ्चालन गर्ने हो देश व्यवस्थापिका कार्यपालिकाले भन्ने कुराहरुमा कोही किसिमले ठिकै लाग्छ
समय नबढाएर चुनाव तत्काल गराएर त्यो चुनाव भित्र नै यो संसदको विघटन हुनुपर्छ
शक्ति र सत्ताको दुरुपयोग
समय बढाउनु त ठीक होइन यो लोकतान्त्रिक अभ्यास हैन
व्यक्तिगत फाइदाको लागि मात्रै उहाँहरुले चाहिँ आफ्नो त्यो स्वार्थको लागि आफूले गरेको हुन्
यदि चुनाव हुने नै हो भने संसदको समयसीमा बढाउनु कुनै औचित्य मैले देखेको छैन
एकदमै राज्यमा गैर लोकतान्त्रिक अभ्यास गरिरहेको छ
सरकारले यो गलत काम गर्न खोजेको वा गलत नजिर स्थापित गर्न खोजिरहेको आभास भइरहेको छ
Administrative federalism was ill-managed in the 5 years since the formation of all three tiers of the government. With the civil service bill stranded because of political interest and central mentality, inadequate human resources appeared as a major challenge. Provinces would have had their own civil service and police administration mechanisms if the rights of the provinces and local levels were implemented as provisioned by the Constitution. In the absence of laws, the provinces and local levels have been denied their rights to recruit human resources and implement infrastructure projects in 21 sectors, including education, health, road, forest, irrigation, drinking water, transportation, and land, among others. However, the 5 years were largely spent in combating administrative hassles instead of formulating required laws. The government has begun a campaign to control the spread of dengue after infections reached in 75 districts. The government has projected the threat of dengue will increase gradually and remain for 2 more months. The Health Ministry had also called for an emergency meeting to ready hospitals for more dengue patients. The next meeting has been scheduled for today. 4,144 have been infected by dengue in the past 1 month, with 436 infections being reported in a gap of just 5 days. Lalitpur has reported the highest, 1,732 cases in 1 month, followed by Kathmandu with 851, Makwanpur 377, and Rupandehi 319 cases. Mountainous districts of Manang and Mustang are the only districts that have yet to report dengue cases so far. Meanwhile, another viral infection that spreads through mosquito, Japanese encephalitis, has also been detected in the country. According to the ministry, 45 out of 345 individuals with high fever that had tested their samples have shown Japanese encephalitis infection. This infection has been reported in 23 districts so far, the highest being reported in Nawalparasi, Chiton, and Makwanpur. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What should be done to increase soil fertility? Your options are A. Use of organic fertilizers, B. Expand testing scope, and C. Increase farmers' awareness. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us.
Sports News.
The 6th edition of the Women's SAF Championship kicks off in Kathmandu today. Host Nepal face Bhutan in the inaugural match that will kick off at 5:30 this evening at the Dasrat Stadium. This will be the women team of Nepal's first official clash at the Dasrat Stadium. Team Nepal are enthused to play their first match at the stadium. However, despite being the host nation, Nepal have only trained 3 times at the sporting complex. In FIFA rankings, Bhutan are 74 positions below Nepal. Bhutan have not been able to defeat Nepal at the SAF Championship yet. In the group match played in the 5th edition of the SAF Championship 3 years ago in Biratnagar, Nepal chalked out a 3-0 victory over Bhutan. Bhutan, which has been considered the weakest team in the tournament, has never gone past the group stage. However, out of the 5 editions played so far, Nepal have reached the finals on 4 occasions. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.